Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Vinyl Hazard. A bit of a strange one, this. I'm going to show you my piss poor CD collection because, it's nothing to be impressed about, let me tell you that. So, let me just swing the camera around so I can show you the little bit of a pillar with my CDs here. So, there we go. All right. So yeah, this is the pillar. And that's that. Actually, well, there are a couple of CDs here too. Let's go through them. At the top shelf here we have some Blu-rays, a bit of empty boxes. So that's nothing to be impressed about. And there we have Pantera and Motorhead's Snaggletooth. The first one is basically Swedish music. Björn Afzelius, he's like a folk singer. Alright, we have some Stones. We have the soundtrack to Reservoir Dogs. Awesome soundtrack, by the way. Awesome movie. A friend's band, Bars of Thorn, is like sort of folky ballad music. Charon's Nympher, about the same. It's actually, this one is from Thomas in Zornheim. It's his project. And speaking of Thomas, this is Dick Lundberg and Mistro, and there's Thomas over there and his friend Dick. Same, another one from Thomas and Dick. And this one is Aktiv Dödshjälp. It's like a very aggressive punk metal album. And some more from Aktiv Dödshjälp. Like, translation for that one is euthanasia. This is 448, which is apparently the time where most people kill themselves, apparently. Here we have Zornheim, signed copy by the band. Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. Warhammer, the awesome like mini grail I got about, a year ago, something like that. So Riders is the album. It's just an EP though, so it's only 4 songs on it, or 4 tracks. The band then went on to do other things, so that's the only thing they have. Hellfueled, also a Swedish band. Idle Hands, I have this one on vinyl as well. Awesome album. I think it was my number 3 last year in the top 10 list of albums of 2019. They actually were forced to change their name recently. They are called Unto Others now. This was the project that the guys in Warhammer went on to. They did this album, which is called Break the Chains, I think. Yeah, there. This is like the Raft of the Medusa artwork. So 7, they called themselves that, but this was also the only album they did, and they split afterwards. Catatonia, Viva Emptiness, awesome album if you're into like the slow doomish gothic metal. Bloodthirster, a little bit of thrash metal there. Awesome, I think they are from Poland or something. It's on Pagan Records, so I assume they are Polish. Right, Load, nothing to say about that one, really. Uada's second album. Let's see if you can see it, Cult of the Dying Sun. Awesome album. I think this one is probably a little bit better than their third album that they released just a few weeks ago. I have that one to show you in a vinyl update video actually. But that album is also very good. Stain, Break the Cycle, got this one about 25 years ago or something like that. So it's been with me for quite some time. Not a very big fan though. Some Blind Guardian, let's Follow the Blind. and yeah, I have this one on vinyl too, Somewhere Far Beyond. I think I got this, I don't know, 15 years ago perhaps. Disturbed, yeah, bit of new metal there. Battalions of Fear, of course, When Blind Guardian was speed metal. Suicidal Seduction, it's just like a project. This one is like on I think it's like, yeah, it's only, it's like a homebrewed project from a friend. More Suicidal Seduction. And the mighty Mark G with the C-SPAN Enchantment, of course. He's a little VCLT to me. Thank you again, Mark. Awesome. Yeah, Die Farben, it's black metal. And this is Devian, it's a band that doesn't exist anymore. Also, actually, a band that Thomas was in. Right, yeah, Hammerfall, Dominion, their latest album from 2019. Got this by mistake when I ordered the vinyl, but the company that sent them out recognized that it didn't need to like send them back, and they sent me the vinyl also, so I have that one, so that's cool. And we have a little bit of Demons and Wizards, their best album, of course, first album, awesome. More Blind Guardian, probably also their best album. I mean, Nightfall in Middle-earth is like the staple of power metal music, so... And it has all the Tolkien references as well. Runemaster, yeah, Scottish band, awesome. Discovered them about, I don't know, 5 months ago. Bought this immediately. Awesome band, I can really recommend them. Perhaps even might be in the top 10 list by the end of the year. It's that good. Awesome band. Yeah, Yellow Braid. Also a black metal, I think, one-man project. It's an EP. It's the only one they released. I think it's like... It's from mid-2000, something like that. Kursk, my win from Beverly's Kursk competition. Also an awesome band. You should really check them out. A little bit more Metallica. This is Reload, of course. And yeah, Poker Face, thrash metal, and another Poker Face thrash metal. I think this is their EP. Don't know. However, cool band, they're from Russia. And we have some Rhapsody, Power of the Dragon Flame, Italian, like, what are they describing? It's like symphonic Hollywood metal, I think. More Rhapsody. A bit more Rhapsody. Reign of a Thousand Flames. I actually listened to this a few weeks ago. Really solid album, I think. Very melodic, of course. Yeah, and is this their first album? I think it might be. Yeah, it's from 2000. Don't remember really. And this is Space Adventure Cobra. It's an anime that I grew up with. Ordered this one from Japan. It's yeah, it's by far my most expensive CD. Yeah, it's a dual CD with the total soundtrack. I think with the customs and freight and everything, it costed $70. Right, and so we have some records here too. Of course, Mr. Brandon Van D, he bought In Human Nature, their first album, self-titled album. And this is awesome thrash. Can really recommend that. So Brandon, thank you for recommending this to me. I am on the hunt for the vinyl too, but that goes for like $50 or $60. So I might wait to have another opportunity at that. Awesome artwork too, Conan and Death. And yeah, it's like very strange because he sits on a throne and there's modern buildings in the background that is blown away by some sort of, I don't know, nuclear annihilation thing. Yeah, anyway. Rust in Peace. Don't need to introduce this album really. Strange thing, this didn't come with this backside, so I was forced to print that one actually. So perhaps I will look to perhaps buy this album and have all the original papers and stuff in it too. But Rust in Peace, yeah, good album. Yeah, Morbid Angel, their first album, of course, Altar of Madness. Bought this a while ago also. Looking to expand my Morbid Angel collection. Yeah, this doesn't need an introduction. Perhaps rock's most famous album, surely on the top 10 lists of best albums ever. Perhaps not for me, but there are many people that like Appetite of Destruction, of course, and I grew up with this album too. So should come as no surprise that this has influenced many people in my generation. Yeah, and we also have Countdown to Extinction. It's Megadeth is not a band that I really grew up with. They were overshadowed by Metallica for me. Been buying these CDs as of late. Yeah, I know, if I were to discover them when I was like 13 or 14, I would probably love these albums much more. Now I think they're just cool. I listen to them now and again, especially in the car. But, Megadeth, it's good music, but it's like, I feel like the train left before I could board it, so to speak, with Megadeth. Motorhead. One of my favorite bands, of course. This is March or Die. One of the better Motorhead albums. They have done like 22 or 23 albums. I don't remember, but it's a hell of a lot of albums. So one of their better ones, I must admit. This one has a lot of good tracks on it too. Yeah, You Better Run, March or Die, of course. So awesome album. And speaking of awesome album, a little bit of Judas Priest, Angel Retribution. I have this on vinyl too. Showed it a couple of months ago. Yeah, Judas Priest. As with Megadeth, I didn't grow up with Judas Priest in the same way many others did, but their albums are just great. I think I appreciate Judas Priest much more, even though they are heavy metal, not thrash metal, of course. But then again, Megadeth is also heavy metal and even rock at some albums, so yeah. But anyway, Angel Retribution, awesome album. And speaking of Megadeth again, yeah, this one is, this is... let's see, there we have it, like The World Needs a Hero. Yeah, it's a bit of like a rock heavy metal album, I guess. Been spinning this in the car a few weeks back. Pretty good. Not my favorite, but I listen to it anyway. The System Has Failed. About the same thing. Yeah, I think I dig the artwork here with all like the politicians and stuff. Yeah, decent album, not my favorite either. So that's that. And we have Risk. About the same. Haven't listened to this that much, I must admit. So I have to take a little bit more to listen to it. Euthanasia. One of my favorite Megadeth albums. I guess it's favorite for many others too. Yeah, right. So, like the album, really solid. Yeah, that's good. And we have Inferno, Motorhead's. I would say this is in my top 5. Motorhead albums. Really like this album. I'm gonna look for this on vinyl too. I think that's this is like the perfect car album, car CD to have. Awesome. And we have, of course, Divine Intervention, my introduction to Slayer. I love this album. It has so many great tracks, I think. I know that many like, you know, the other ones, Rain in Blood and all those, but this one is really, this is the Slayer album for me. Serenity in Murder, Killing Fields, just an awesome introduction song on this album. Love Divine Intervention. And a bit of Pantera, of course, one of the best live albums in existence. The version of Cowboys on Hell on this album is the best one that they have ever done, in my opinion. So yeah, not much to say about 101 Proof. Awesome live album by Pantera. Speaking of Pantera then, Reinventing the Steel, a new box is coming out this year. I'm not going to look to invest in that one, but you know, Reinventing the Steel was the last album Pantera did. They were pretty much fractured at that point. It's a very like, I would not say underestimated album, or I mean, in comprehension to Cowboys and Vulgar. The other albums sometimes come in like the background, but I really like Reinventing the Steel. I think it's a solid Pantera album, and I listen to it quite often actually. And the last one, also something I picked up recently for like $1. Most of these albums I actually picked up for about $1, $2, or $3. I think the most expensive one was Euthanasia. I picked up that one for $5. So Renegade, yeah, classic Hammerfall stuff. Yeah, don't have this on vinyl yet, but I'm going to look for it. Classic power metal, you know, Hammerfall. If you've heard one Hammerfall album, you pretty much have heard all of them, but yeah, I like Hammerfall. What can I say? I'm a sucker for power metal, you know that. All right. So was a little bit of my piss poor CD collection showing for you. Not as extensive as the vinyl ones, of course, but you know, it is what it is. I'm looking to actually expand on my CD collection a lot more. Because I have expenses that needs to be paid. Me and my girlfriend Lydia, we are looking for a house right now. So I might have to, you know, not spend as much on vinyl as I used to. But I'm going to try to keep you regularly updated on like, you know, the collection and stuff I get, even though the videos might come out not like, you know, each week, but perhaps 2 weeks or 3 weeks and stuff like that. So I actually have a lot of vinyls to show more, but that will be in another video, because I have a supply that comes in sometime, I think Friday or perhaps the beginning of next week, and then I have like something like 10 records to show. So looking forward to that. But may the metal gods be with you, my friends, and I will see you in another video. Cheers.